Well, I'm going to show you now another program of mine. It's called Jumbled Passage. I've converted it into an exe file through DOS, the DOS shell, which I have on my system, via the command prompt here. And this is how it runs. So it picks out a random passage. Perhaps I didn't show you that very well, but this is from a file called passages. Yeah. So it reads from these passages, which are separated by a carriage return, and reads them, then selects a random one. Excuse me. And back up here, back to jumbled passage. Doesn't matter which one you do, they both run on my system, but this one, the exe file, will run on any system, as long as you have the passages.txt file next to it. So what you do now is you swap lines, basically, like, well, that's easy, that's 4 to 1, 4, 1. It's a short passage. So you notice it still says passage is still jumbled, keep going. That has to be the first line because it's the only one with a capital letter. An escape from this terrible hospital. Yes, I think that was the one. Second one. I was gone again. Smile for her in a minute. No dreams, no understanding. I think that's the next one. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4. And then 5 and 6, obviously. 5 and 6, obviously. Well done. Yes, you unjumbled the passage. So I did it. So back to the code now. Let's have a look at the Python environment again. Go to open the file. Down here to Python scripts. Yeah, that's just my directory. From the 80s, that is. 8soft. Jumbled passage.py. There we go. There. This is the nice thing about this. It highlights things that it recognizes. There it goes. Right, so it opens the file, reads all the lines of the file and puts it in a array, for want of a better word, called passages. Then it establishes the number of passages separated by a carriage return, \n, basically. So every time it reads one of those in the passages, it counts that as number of passages, then it gets a random passage from the number of passages. And you come down here a bit more, and then it passes that random passage to a passage W, working passage, which it puts into it from the file, the passages, basically. Passages from selected insert of the line. Then it goes and jumbles up the lines of the passage, puts it into another directory called jumbled passage. And it selects the lines that are selected to be jumbled, and then it displays them down here. So it's all like a bit of gobbledygook on the screen, but the lines actually are the same. They're just mixed up. So what you have to do is rearrange them, as you saw on the screen just now. So go into a bit of a loop here until all the passages are rearranged, all the lines in the passage are rearranged in the correct order. If it's not, it will give this message: passage unjumbled equals false, i.e. it's still jumbled. Then it print that message. Otherwise it print this message. That's basically it. That's basically the program. It's pretty simple. It's not very long. And there you are.